Hello there and welcome back to my channel. How are we doing today? Today I thought I'd talk through with you my cookbook collection that I have current access to. A lot of my items are in storage at the moment as we're currently living in my grandmother's house, but these are the cookbooks that I have accumulated, got stolen, taken, got given to. No, I haven't stolen any, I'm joking, but these are the cookbooks that I have bought over the years, or that I've got out of storage, or I have bought since living in my grandmother's house. So let's go. This first one is one of the latest ones that I've got. It is the Unicorn Cookbook by Alexis Carey. You will have seen this in my John Lewis haul. Yeah, that's right. You will have seen this in my John Lewis haul. If you watched it, I'll put it in the link in the description if you would like to watch that. It is full of money. I have genuinely just found money in here, okay? I didn't even know this was in here. There's 60 quid in here. How does that happen? So after that bombshell, I will now tell you what's in this book. To start off with, it's a beautiful book. The colours are beautiful and everything. It's got different sections in it, and I'll read them to you. It's got cupcakes, celebration cakes, cookies and biscuits, bars and bites, party food, breakfast, ooh, unicorn breakfast, desserts and drinks, that is it. Then you've got an introduction. What is your unicorn name? Which I will let you guys buy and work out for yourselves. And then some kitchen essentials, conversions and measurements and things like that. And then you go into cupcakes and just loads. Can you even... No, I'm not holding it right. There we go. And just loads and loads of different things. I'm not very good at this. I haven't done this yet. But yes, and the reason actually while I'm talking... No, not while. Why I'm talking to you about this is because as of next year... I want to try and, every year I try and up the game a little bit with my work, and what I want to do is do one video and one blog post from my recipes that I've created myself. The next week, I'm not very good at the breathing yet either, even though I've been doing this for nearly a year. The next week I want to do a, what was it? One of Pinterest, that's it. One from YouTube, and so something I've watched that I really enjoyed and want to make myself. And then I want to do one from the many magazines that I collect also along with these, and a cookbook recipe. Oy, oy, oy. So I am really excited to give this a go, and I think this might be one of the first books that I work from in the new year. So we'll wait and see and figure out what that recipe is together, and I can't wait to go through with it with you. This next book is actually my grandmother's, so don't tell her I've got it, but it's been in, actually no, I think it's my aunt's. Yeah, it's my aunt's that my grandmother has somehow got hold of. It's the Dairy Book of Home Cookery, the new edition for the 90s. It's not very new. It has got all kinds of recipes in it. It has got, where's the contents? This third edition was released in 1992. That was 4 years before I was born. That tells you how old this is. It's got soups and starters, main meals, rice and pasta, accompanying vegetables and salads, eggs, light meals and snacks, sauces, stuffings and marinades. Wow, it's got a lot in it. Puddings and desserts, home baking, preserves, confectionery and drinks, and some measurements and useful information. And it's just full of old style baking and things like that. I mean, I know I've got hold of this at the moment and I really shouldn't have, because it's my grandmother's. Well, my aunt's, but it is my grandmother's. So what I want to do is actually buy this on Amazon for myself, because whenever I think of my grandmother baking, this is the book I always think of. So I just can't wait to try the recipes that I know she probably tried out when she was using this book. She doesn't bake that much anymore, but I'm going to move on because I'm just rambling now. The next book is this this book's called Mini Delights, and it's got two books in it with mini pies and mini cakes in it, and it actually came with some mini cupcake cases which are currently in my trunk at my dad's. I have a trunk at my dad's for baking gear and equipment and things like that, and that's where they are. And I thought that these were really, really cute. I think I got given this as a present actually, but they're really, really cute, and I can't wait to try little delicater things, because I've done, as I said in a video that I did a couple of weeks ago, all of my stuff is basic recipes, basic flavours, because I want to build up to be able to doing different sized things, different flavoured things, different decorated things, and I think all of these cookbooks are a great way for me to practice how to do these. Hello Poppy, how are you? Now this book I think is the signed edition. No, it's not. I actually have two of these books. It's Tanya Bakes by Tanya Bakes, who I watch on YouTube for baking inspiration and baking things. You would have seen on both my blog and my YouTube baking playlist come videos that I have made her cookies in different flavours and of her original flavour. And I want to use these cookbooks, especially these newer ones, for inspiration for when I write my own cookbooks. So these are all great inspiration, and there's loads of different flavours in this which I haven't even tried before, so I can't wait to give these recipes a go. So because these books I know a lot about and I've had a lot of reading time through with them, I'm not really going to tell you too much about the rest of them because I haven't had time to go through them yet, but I have bought them for specific purposes which I will go through you now. They're both baking and cooking books, so let's see what I've got. The first one is a classic Mary Berry. Mary Berry has been on telly, as you can tell, and I thought she's had great success on Bake Off, so why not get one of her books and give them a go. With this book I also bought a housekeeping book and homey book which I can't wait to get out and read and put into practice when I've got my own home. This is yet another Tanya Bakes book, and it's just dedicated to Christmas, which I think is fantastic. I love Christmas. It's my favourite time of the year other than the cold aspect, and I cannot wait to give these a go over the Christmas period and over years to come at Christmas time. This is the latest cookbook, okay? I got this for my birthday. My mum bought this for me. It's the Nerdy Nami's cookbook from Rosanna Panzino. I love this girl, okay? I think she's amazing, and one of the first recipes that I'm hoping to do next year from YouTube is one of her recipes, and she's got a new cookbook coming out very soon, if not out already, and I'm very excited to ask for that, either to buy myself or to buy for Christmas, and I just love it and can't wait to give these recipes a go. In case you can hear pitter pattering and barking, my dogs are in and out of this studio like crazy, and there are cats everywhere and dogs barking everywhere, so they are going absolutely nuts. But exactly. But to continue with the video, this next book was kind of a spur of the moment book. I was out shopping with my mum and my cousin, and I want to go into more cooking and things like that. I haven't really touched that. I'm more a baker than a cooker or a chef, so I wanted to try something that was completely different, and one of those things is vegetarian foods. I eat meat. I'm not a vegetarian, but I do have an aunt and a cousin who are purely vegetarian, and I've never quite understood, and this is a very naive point of view, but I've never quite understood how you can have quite so nice tasting food without meat or any form of that kind of thing. So I think that this is a really good look into me getting rid of that point of view and trying a new thing and trying vegetarian foods, because, you know, why not learn something new and why not give something else a go. This book looks really interesting to me. It's Love Your Leftovers, and who's it by? It doesn't have a by, but I thought it was a really good concept. It's essentially giving you recipe ideas for when you've got one pepper in the fridge, when you've got one potato in the fridge, when you've got one piece of parsley left in the fridge. You know, it gives you all those interesting concepts, and there is actually a website that exists, which I can't remember what it is, but you type in what you've got in your fridge and it tells you recipes that you can make, or a recipe that you can make from all those foods. And I think that's a really interesting, again, a really interesting concept, and that's why I like buying these books, because they're interesting, they're unique and they're different. So I can't wait to give these a go, and this may give me great inspiration so that I know when I've got a pepper, some chicken, some herbs, and some, I can't say cheese sauce because I can't, oh no I can with lacto-free stuff because I can't eat milk and things like that. This would be hopefully train my mind to think, okay, I can make this out of those foods left in my fridge. Just so you know, before I continue, all of the foods that I will be making out of these will be gluten-free, yeast-free and lactose-free. I can't eat any of those, and you know, as much as I do want to use these recipes, they are purely for inspiration, and because I have to make them gluten-free, you know, that makes it even more interesting because they're not exact, so they make them even more my own, and that's a really great feeling. This next book I'm hoping to put into a lot of practice next year. It's Gordon Ramsay Ultimate Fit Food. It's essentially healthy cooking, which I don't do a lot of because I like comfort food. I like food to make me warm, especially at this time of year when it's starting to get colder and wintry. I know it's autumn at the moment, but when it gets wintry and things like that, I just like food to be warm and to, you know, give me that sense of, oh, that was a really good meal. So hopefully this will teach and train me to think like this as well, to think that a healthier or thinner meal, a food that doesn't have as many calories or as many bad things in it will be good for me as well. And yeah, it will be good for me as well to think like that and to eat food like that. Now, this I asked for Christmas last year, and I can't actually hold it because it's so heavy I'm having to use my knee. This is the Mary Berry's Complete Cookbook with over 650 recipes. Wow, Mary, you've been doing this a long time. I cannot wait to try these. It's the same as the last book of hers. I think that she's, you know, with all the success she's been having over the years and has continued to have over the years, sorry, I'm a great mumbler, that she must be doing something right, so I can't wait to give these recipes a go. Now, this is the third to last book, but I'm just going to slide them before they fall. This is actually, I didn't go to college and I didn't actually finish going to a high school. I did homeschooling and I did a home gourmet cooking degree, and this was one of the books that came with it. This is chocker full of recipes and they're fully tested, as it says on the back, and they give you just loads of all kinds of recipes. And I was really surprised when they gave me the book. They let me keep the book. Admittedly, I paid for it, don't get me wrong, but it just shows you how to make all kinds of things, and it's insane. So I'm really happy with this, and it's professional cooking as well, so it's not just, well, yeah, it's just professional cooking, so it shows you all the different styles, all the different techniques, and loads of things that I'm really looking forward to learning from this book. And I know it's a learning book as well, so it's like a textbook, so I am learning. So effectively I'm back at my college days when I had to learn all these things, which was a really good time of my life, so I'm really excited to try this. Second to last book that I've got access to at the moment, this is the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook. This book is amazing, as you can tell from all of these little tags. They are all things that I want to make in the future, and this is actually the book that helped me get the inspiration for my Harry Potter birthday cake, which I will leave a link to in the description so you can see it too. It is amazing. It has actual meals, it has pies, it has sweet things, it has savoury things. It is absolutely amazing, and it's Harry Potter, which you just can't beat, to be honest. I love Harry Potter. The camera may have moved slightly, just so you know, because the battery died. Yet again, it's a problem, guys, I know. So the very last book that I've got is by Philip Vickiie, and it's Essential Gluten Free. When I decided that I wanted to do gluten-free baking as a living and baking just in general, I wanted to get something where they knew what they were doing. I liked this book because it was in association with Celiac UK. Now, I am not celiac, I just get very sick if I have it, so I will get a terrible migraine and terrible nausea sometime with that progressing, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. Hold on a second. You had a hair on you, there we go. But I wanted to get a cookbook for someone who knows what they're doing and has done what I've done before. So yeah, I can't wait to try all the recipes from here, as I know they're gluten-free to start with, which is really good. So that is all I have access to in the moment, and I have at the moment. I have loads of cookbooks in storage, and I have loads in mind that I want to get. As I said, I want to get the new Rosanna Panzino cookbook, as I believe that has dairy-free, vegan and gluten-free recipes. And there are loads of cookbooks where they're specifically designed to create recipes from TV shows. Like there's a Geeky Chef book, a Geeky Chef cookbook and things like that. There are also some, what's the other book I've got? It's BFG, Roald Dahl cookbooks, where they're from the books that he wrote and things like that, which I think are amazing. They're super unique and they're things that I remember from my childhood. So I cannot wait to try them. That is it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Check out all the links in the description, as I love them all and wouldn't put them there if I didn't. And when I do get my house and can show you all of my cookbooks, I will do so. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye!